ladies and gentlemen. All right, listen up, because I'm about to tell you something that's going to change the way you see love forever. Love is often painted as a magical feeling, something that just happens, like a spark that ignites when two souls connect. Movies, songs, and fairy tales make it seem like love is all about emotions, passion, excitement, butterflies in the stomach. But the truth is, real love is not just a feeling, it's a choice. Feelings are fleeting. They rise and fall like waves, but love, the kind that lasts, is a decision made every single day. When two people come together, the initial excitement is powerful. It feels effortless. Every moment spent together is filled with joy, and it seems like nothing could ever go wrong. But love, if only built on emotions, can become fragile. What happens when challenges arise? What happens when the thrill fades? If love were only about feelings, it would crumble at the first sign of struggle. That's why love has to be a choice, a conscious, deliberate commitment to stand by someone, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when you don't feel like it. Choosing love means showing up. It means being there on the days when everything is smooth and easy, but more importantly, on the days when things feel heavy and exhausting. There will be moments of disagreement, moments of frustration, and moments when the person you love doesn't seem as perfect as they once did. In those moments, you choose to stay. You choose to work through the difficulties instead of walking away. You choose patience over frustration, understanding over judgment, and forgiveness over resentment. Love, as a choice, also means prioritizing the relationship in a world full of distractions, work, responsibilities, social media, and personal ambitions. It's easy to let love become something we assume will always be there. But love, like anything valuable, needs effort. You don't just stumble into a successful career without dedication, and you don't build a strong relationship without putting in the work. Choosing love means making time, even when life is busy. It means listening, truly listening when your partner speaks. It means making sacrifices, not because you have to, but because you want to. Love also requires choosing growth, both individually and together. People change and relationships evolve. The person you fell in love with 5 years ago is not the same person they are today, and neither are you. Choosing love means embracing that growth, adapting and learning together. It means celebrating each other's victories, supporting each other's dreams, and walking side by side through life's changes. Most importantly, choosing love means committing to the hard work of understanding. Love isn't about finding someone who never makes mistakes or who fits your expectations perfectly. It's about choosing to understand and accept someone despite their imperfections. It's about learning how to love them in the way they need to be loved, not just in the way that comes naturally to you. It's about communicating when things get tough instead of shutting down. It's about choosing kindness in moments of anger and choosing connection in moments of distance. There will be days when love feels effortless, and there will be days when it feels like work. That's the nature of any relationship. But when you choose love, even in the hard moments, even in the ordinary, unexciting days, that's when love becomes something deeper. That's when love transforms from just a fleeting feeling into something real, something strong, something unbreakable. Love that lasts isn't built on momentary passion. It's built on thousands of little choices. Choosing to be kind when you could be harsh. Choosing to stay when you could walk away. Choosing to understand when you could judge. Choosing to nurture love even when life gets in the way. That's what makes love truly powerful, not just a feeling that comes and goes, but a choice that is made every single day. Communication is the oxygen of love. Without it, even the strongest relationships begin to suffocate. Love may bring two people together, but it is communication that keeps them connected, that helps them grow, and that allows them to truly understand one another. It's easy to assume that love alone is enough, that simply caring about someone means they will always know how we feel, but love without communication is like a fire without air. It will eventually burn out. At the heart of every successful relationship is the ability to express thoughts, feelings, and needs openly and honestly. Too often, people expect their partners to simply know what they want or how they feel, but no one is a mind reader. Unspoken expectations lead to disappointment, and unresolved issues create distance. Real communication means speaking up, sharing thoughts, and being vulnerable enough to express what's truly on your heart. It means saying, "I need you," I'm hurting, or even, I don't understand what's happening between us. It means having the courage to open up instead of assuming the other person will just figure it out. But communication isn't just about speaking. It's about listening, and there is a difference between hearing words and actually listening to understand. Too often, people listen only to respond, waiting for their turn to speak rather than truly absorbing what the other person is saying. Real communication in love requires a deep, intentional effort to understand, not just the words being said, but the emotions behind them. It means paying attention to body language, to tone, to the things left unsaid. When two people listen to understand rather than just to reply, they build a bridge between them that cannot easily be broken. Another essential part of communication is honesty. Many relationships struggle not because of a lack of love, but because of a lack of honesty. When people hold back their true feelings, whether out of fear, pride, or an attempt to keep the peace, it only creates distance. Love requires the kind of honesty that is both gentle and real, the ability to say what needs to be said without tearing each other down. It's about creating a space where both people feel safe enough to express their thoughts without fear of judgment or rejection. Communication is also about timing. Not every conversation needs to happen in the heat of the moment. Sometimes stepping back, taking a breath, and choosing the right moment to talk can make all the difference. Words spoken in anger can do lasting damage even when love is present. That's why it's important to communicate with intention, to think before speaking, and to choose words that build rather than destroy. But beyond resolving conflicts, communication is what keeps love alive in everyday life. It's in the small moments, the random check-ins, the how was your day conversations, the silly jokes, the whispered I love yous. It's in the way partners share their dreams, their fears, and their experiences. These little conversations might seem unimportant, but they are the threads that weave a relationship together. When communication fades, love starts to feel distant. But when two people make the effort to truly talk, to share, to listen, to connect, love deepens even in the most ordinary moments. The most lasting love stories aren't just built on grand gestures. They're built on a foundation of open, honest, and consistent communication. When two people make communication a priority, they create a relationship where both feel valued, understood, and truly seen. Love might be what brings people together, but communication is what keeps them from drifting apart. Without it, even the strongest love can fade. With it, love can last a lifetime. Respect is the foundation of any lasting love. Without it, love becomes fragile, easily broken by misunderstandings, conflicts, and changing emotions. Love may bring two people together, but it is respect that keeps them together. It is the invisible force that holds a relationship strong even when feelings waver, challenges arise, or life takes unexpected turns. Respect is not just an option in love. It is the very thing that makes love worth having. At its core, respect in a relationship means valuing the other person for who they are, not just for what they bring to the relationship. It means recognizing their thoughts, feelings, dreams, and struggles as just as important as your own. Too often people get caught up in their own needs and desires, forgetting that love is not about control or dominance, it's about partnership. When one person feels unheard, dismissed, or taken for granted, love starts to weaken. But when respect is present, both partners feel seen, valued, and appreciated. Respect also means acknowledging differences. No two people think exactly alike, and in any relationship, disagreements will happen, but the way those disagreements are handled makes all the difference. When there is respect, even conflicts become opportunities to learn and grow together. Instead of tearing each other down, respectful partners listen, seek to understand, and find solutions without belittling or hurting each other. It's not about winning an argument. It's about strengthening the relationship. One of the most powerful expressions of respect is how partners treat each other in difficult moments. When emotions run high, it's easy to say things out of anger or frustration, but respect means choosing words carefully, even when upset. It means never using insults, sarcasm, or manipulation to gain control. It means recognizing that words have power and that what is said in a moment of anger can leave scars that last long after the fight is over. A relationship built on respect is one where both people feel safe, knowing they will never be intentionally hurt or humiliated by the person they love. Respect also extends to the way partners support each other's goals and ambitions. Love is not about holding someone back, it's about lifting them up. When there is respect, both people encourage each other to grow, to chase their dreams, and to become the best versions of themselves. They celebrate each other's successes rather than feeling threatened by them. They give each other space to evolve while staying connected. Love that lasts is love that allows each person to thrive, not just as a couple, but as individuals. Another key part of respect is trust. Without trust, even the strongest love can turn into insecurity and doubt. Respecting a partner means being honest, keeping promises, and staying true to one's word. It means being reliable, showing up when needed, and never giving a reason for the other person to question where they stand. Trust is not just about faithfulness in a romantic sense. It's about knowing that no matter what, your partner has your back. Respect also means appreciating the small things. It's easy to show love in grand gestures, but true respect is in the everyday actions, the way one speaks, the way one listens, the way one acknowledges the other's feelings. A simple thank you, a kind word, or a moment of genuine attention can mean more than any extravagant display of affection. Love without respect is like a house built on shaky ground. It may look strong, but it won't last. In the end, love is not just about passion or romance. It's about treating the person you love with the dignity and kindness they deserve. It's about recognizing that no matter how close two people become, each remains an individual with their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When respect is present, love becomes something deeper, something unbreakable. It becomes a partnership built not just on emotions, but on mutual admiration, trust, and understanding. Love is not something that stays the same over time. It either grows or it fades. Relationships are like living things. They need care, attention, and effort to thrive. If two people do not grow together, they will eventually grow apart. Love cannot survive on memories of the past or the excitement of the beginning. It requires continuous effort, learning, and adaptation. The strongest relationships are the ones where both partners commit to growing individually and as a couple, always striving to understand each other on a deeper level. Growth in a relationship starts with personal growth. Each person must continue evolving, not just for the sake of the relationship, but for themselves. When people stop learning, improving, or pursuing their goals, they can become stagnant, and that stagnation can spread into the relationship. A healthy partnership is made up of two individuals who encourage each other to chase dreams, develop new skills, and expand their perspectives. This means supporting one another's personal ambitions, rather than feeling threatened by them. It means celebrating each other's successes and pushing each other to become the best versions of themselves. However, growing as individuals is not enough. Both partners must also grow together. This means constantly learning about each other, even after years of being together. People change over time. Their interests, beliefs, and goals shift as they experience new things. A relationship that does not allow space for this change becomes stuck. That's why couples who prioritize growth engage in deep conversations, try new experiences together, and remain curious about each other's thoughts and emotions. Instead of assuming they already know everything about their partner, they keep discovering, adapting, and evolving together. One of the biggest threats to lasting love is routine. While stability is important in a relationship, falling into a repetitive cycle where nothing new happens can make love feel dull. Growth requires effort to keep the spark alive. This could mean traveling to new places, trying new activities together, or simply breaking out of the usual habits that make life predictable. The happiest couples are those who never stop exploring life side by side, finding joy in new adventures, whether big or small. Another key part of growing together is learning how to navigate challenges as a team. Life will inevitably throw difficulties in the way, financial struggles, family issues, health problems, or personal setbacks. The couples who grow stronger through these hardships are the ones who face them together rather than letting them create distance. Instead of blaming each other when things go wrong, they support one another. Instead of letting stress weaken their bond, they use it as an opportunity to deepen their connection. Growth comes from overcoming struggles, from learning how to communicate better, from finding new ways to support each other during tough times. Emotional growth is just as important as external growth. It means understanding each other's love languages, learning how to handle conflicts more effectively, and becoming better at expressing feelings. Many relationships suffer because people assume that once they love each other, everything will naturally fall into place. But emotional intelligence is a skill and it takes time to develop. The strongest relationships are built on a foundation of emotional maturity where both partners work on becoming more patient, more understanding, and more compassionate over time. At the heart of growing together is the commitment to never stop choosing each other. Love that lasts isn't just about staying together for the sake of it. It's about continuously making the effort to deepen the connection. It's about waking up each day and deciding to invest in the relationship, no matter how many years have passed. It's about realizing that love is not something that just happens. It's something that is built, brick by brick, over a lifetime. In the end, love either evolves or it fades. The couples who understand this make a conscious choice to keep learning, to keep exploring, and to keep growing together. They understand that the key to lasting love is never taking each other for granted, always striving to understand each other better, and embracing the journey of change together. That is what makes love truly last. Not just existing side by side, but continuously building something stronger, deeper, and more meaningful every single day.